Y'all live, guys.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the first episode of the NBA One on One with your boy Stapha Dunn and your boy Sue Finger. You already know we got some interesting topics today, right? We're gonna go through the Chicago and Heat tampering. Also, too, we're gonna go over the hot start with Golden State. They on fire right now. And also, too, we're gonna go through that controversial racial thing that's going on in Phoenix, and also a little bit with Portland. So, Soul Finger, you want anything to say?
No, I just want to say shout out to everybody that's joining us. Again, this is our first show. One of many, and we're gonna come at you with a little something different. We're gonna go around the league, and also how some of this stuff can affect our beloved Knicks. So on that, it's all on you, Stafford D. What you got, bro?
Facts. All right. So, as we reported, well, as Woj reported, and also Ramona Shelburne on August, not August, I'm sorry, on November the 13th and the 7th, the NBA's investigation into the Bulls Heat entering advanced stages. All right. Now the penalties, okay, could include a fine up to 10 mil, a loss of draft picks, and the suspension of team executives. Right.
Mhm.
The Bulls acquired LaMelo Ball from the Pelicans for Garrett Temple, sorry, Tumas Sadaransky, and a 2024 second round pick and cash considerations for
Mhm.
4 years, 85 mil. All right, that was for Lamelo,
Lonzo,
Lonzo Ball. I don't know why I keep mixing them up.
you
Also,
just pulling what I do, a senior moment. That's all.
and then also with the Heat now, okay, when they signed Kyle Lowry, right? It was for Goran Dragic, Precious Achua for 3 years, 85 mil. Now, Ball is averaging 12 points, 12.6 points, 5.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists with a 8-3 record, Chicago. And Lowry is averaging 12 points, 7.3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Right? Okay, and they did this early before free agency.
Yeah.
So it's considering tampering. Now, Soul Finger, my question is to you. Do you think this affected the New York Knicks from signing any one of these players?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Check it out. Both those names, as everything goes to media, anybody comes available, big name is attached to the Knicks because of the situation. However, when you're looking at Lonzo, the situation with Lonzo, I think we could have got Lonzo before because you got to look at it now. What's dealing with the situation we're dealing with Kimber, and now look what Lonzo brought to Chicago. Look, how fast Chicago got out. It's no doubt in my mind the way I honestly believe that it greatly affected us because I think we had an inside shot on Lonzo. Period. More so than Kyle Lowry. Lonzo age fits in what we got going on. I mean, a big point, and he's a point guard, and he's big. He plays defense. He sees the floor. He's got that vision. So look at what we're struggling with now in New York, and then you switch out Kimber for Lonzo. Look what could happen.
So, okay. So if we didn't sign Kemba and we did sign Lonzo, do you think this team would have been a better team heading into Monday against Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, considering what we got going on right now, hindsight, and I'll be on record because I was, I'm not bashing Kimber. I'm still supporting. Hope he can get everything. Something can change, but legs looking dead, man. The legs looking dead, and the defense. So Lonzo can do all that for him currently right now. I mean, look at what's going on in Chicago. He's been consistent. So yeah, man.
Right.
Think if you add in Lonzo, man, I think if anything, we may have dropped 2 games.
Okay. So you think Lonzo would bring that intensity to the defense, as because Tom is a defensive guy.
Yeah.
So do you think that would bring a more intense to the defense? That way, Mitch don't have to be helping out that much and getting in foul trouble.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because think about it, Mitch is getting caught up because of getting around our guards. If you have Lonzo, who's a better defender, playing alongside with Evan Fournier, then you don't have to worry about making up for 2 people. You got to make up for 1. So Mitch doesn't have to come out and do all that unnecessary work, getting caught in no man's land, trying to pick, should I stick with mine or should I get yours, or I got to get yours to protect this rim. Then you won't have games like with Miles Turner going on, he's just sitting out making threes rain like that. Sometimes when the cat is hot, they're hot. But when you got other extenuating circumstances like that, man, it's just the way it was set up. This is perfect storm. And then the other thing about it too is think about it like this. We're talking about we want to change the pace, right? We want to be able to move the ball.
Right.
And other things, people are like, well, Randall's always bringing the ball up. Right. Well, Lonzo could command it, I do believe. And I get, like I said, again, I'm not jumping over the side of the ship on what's going on, because I said 20 games, sticking to 20 games.
Right.
But looking at what Lonzo could have brought up, and I said it before that I really thought we were going to go after Lonzo. I was saying that, shout out to Ron Cleveland, man. I said it on his show that I saw was getting Lonzo. I really did, along with CK2K. I was agreeing with both of them. But it didn't happen. We got Kemba, and I'm supporting him. But now you see this tampering going down. Come on, man. Let's call it like this. And the thing about it is, it could really be a killer for Chicago because they don't have draft picks.
Oh, wow.
They don't have many draft picks.
Wow.
Their first round draft pick, and you suspending executives and all like that. It could be like I'm trying to remember what likely did in college football. I think it was Oklahoma. I think it happened to them. They got they couldn't do in the recruiting and everything or whatever for a while. They had to put that on pause because they got fined. So something like this could set a franchise back, which is good for us. I'm not tripping. Now the other thing is, was reading up on it. You can't overturn it because they're free agents. It's not like it was a trade. A free agent, so you can't make a null and void that deal. If it was a trade, then you can null and void it. So they'll be in Chicago, but they'll be in Chicago without some draft picks. They paid it, and then I think they got 1 back. They got like 1 or 2. So if they hit them over the head with that and take those, Chicago's hurting along with Miami. Miami's a little bit better, but not that good. You know what I mean?
Okay. So transitioning on to Kyle Lowry, right? He's averaging 12 points, 7.3 assists, 5 rebounds. Now they traded one of the I think, in my opinion, Dragic been a cornerstone of Miami a long time, right? They traded him, Precious Achua, for
Kyle Lowry.
Right, for Kyle Lowry, which was 3 years, 85 mil. Now, give me your opinion on Lowry. Do you think he would have been a stud for New York, or do you think he probably would have been just a same old regular player, regular dud, coming in and not providing the offense for New York?
I don't think he'd been a dud or nothing like that. I just didn't want to get him because of the age. And call me, get him because of his age. But I really didn't want that. I want to stay a little bit younger. He brings a lot to the table, but it's that age, man. And he does have injuries. That's duly noted. But would he be a help? Oh yeah, no doubt. He would have been a great help to the team, man. I really think he would have been good up to the team, but I just don't see him, with the whole thing. 3 years like that? Nah.
Yeah, 3 years, 85 mil. Do you think with Lowry we would at least make it to the Eastern Conference?
Possibility. A possibility. Hey, um, anything can, like I said, like KG said, anything can happen or anything is possible. He brings a lot more to the table. And then, like I said, it's in our current situation where Kemba's looking, he's hot and cold. He's been more cold and hot. It's the defensive side of it that's really been killing us. Vice what happened in Charlotte when he came out and he was gunning. But then, like I said, you were at the game. You saw it firsthand. You saw his legs.
Right.
And when he was missing layups and then the defense, Kyle Lowry's been pretty consistent though. It's just, I just worry about a matter of not if, but when he's going to have the injury. He's going to have him down for a while.
Okay. So with that being said, right, as I always say this, Tom Thibodeau is a defensive mind.
Yeah.
With Kyle Lowry intensity, do you think he could have kept that up for at least, let's say, 30 minutes? Play him 30 minutes?
This is the thing about Kyle Lowry, though. Let's keep it a buck. Kyle Lowry got a lot of dog in him, man. He got a lot of dog in him. And shout out again to Ron Cleveland. He brought this. I wish I could take credit for this, but I can't. Kyle Lowry, if you think about Deuce has that same kind of mentality, almost like a Kyle Lowry. Deuce
a pit bull attitude.
Yeah. And it's good to mentor Deuce because of that. Because Kyle Lowry plays defense, man. He's tough. So again, I don't have nothing against him. It's just that, I wouldn't mind him, but I wouldn't, not for 3 years, because I want to say Kyle Lowry is over 35.
Yeah, I think he's about 35, 36. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think so.
And I know it sounds crazy because we got Taj. However, we don't use Taj all the time like he would be on the floor. That's my only thing. That'll be the only thing. But I think Kyle Lowry he would have been a good fit. He'd have been a good fit. But again, that tampering deal, man. Because look at the Bucks. The Bucks got busted for it. Was it the last year? Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. When they were supposed to give what's the cat, the Atlanta sign. And then it came through the tampering thing, and then they lost a second round draft because I think they didn't have a first or something like that. So they lost the second round, and that's what they want to get. But Chicago and Miami, I think it's going to be a little bit more steeper.
Wow. So they're saying that the executives might get suspended.
Oh man, look, hey, it's like Oprah Winfrey. You can get some. All of y'all can get some. Hey, everybody can get them hot ones, bro. It is what it. Let's keep it a buck. If that would have been New York, it would have been New York. Because all right, let's real quick. This whole thing has been going on since August, September time frame, and then they just are kind of like bringing it out more now. Let that have been the Knicks, man. Look, from day one, A1 day one, it'd have been all over the airways.
It would have been a firestorm because guess what? They would have blamed James Dolan.
Well, yeah.
Right? Oh, he's doing tampering. He shouldn't be talking about NBA making deals and all of that. Because you know how the New York media could criticize James Dolan right off the top. Yeah. Even New York fans will criticize him, say, well, what is he doing meddling in basketball affairs? Just be an owner, right? But still, they would have criticized this guy from A to Z, from all the way from Queens, go right back to Staten Island and all the 5 boroughs and all the news medias and all these things criticizing New York for tampering. Because why? We're relevant right now. Yeah. Even though we are 7-6, we're still making a little noise to be relevant. And I believe some of these teams and some of these people don't like to see us where we're at right now.
Oh man, it's not that they don't. That some of them they don't like to see us. Like I said, free real estate. Hey, Stapha D, free real estate, man. Free real estate in these cats' heads. Because right now, the tabloids can't put anything out negative. Right now, they loving this whole situation we got with the problem with our defense and all like that. They loving it, man. They loving it. Else on the negative light because the Knicks finally come down to earth, blah blah blah. It's gonna be something like that. You give us a compliment, but it's gonna be a backhanded compliment. If this would have been us with this tampering, Lord Jesus, it would have been all bad, man. It would have been all bad. It would have been. It's like a fat man wearing skinny jeans, bro. All bad.
I love when you bring those ad libs to the show, man. But I want everybody to press those like buttons, subscribe to Blowing Shares channel, become a member, go to the join section, press that tab button, become a Blowing Shares member. We'll always love to have you. You get special perks, special shout outs, special videos, the whole nine. Right? So transitioning, Soul Finger, we're gonna deal with the red hot Golden State Warriors, bro. They are 11-1, and they just crushed Chicago 119-93. Steph Curry, he had 40 points off of 5 of 24 shooting, 9 of 17 from threes, bro.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
They outscored Chicago 63-33 in the second and the third quarter. Now, also too, Steph Curry, he passed Ray Allen for the all-time three-point shooting, which was Ray Allen had 3,358, and Steph got 3,359, but fewer games played, which was 886, right? And right now they're leading Phoenix Suns by 2.5 games. The Phoenix Suns is 8-3. Right? Just let me give a quick stats with Golden State. They're first in points with 116. The assists is 29.4, so they are sharing the ball. Points differential 14.7, which is crazy, which is first in the NBA, and they lead in steals with 11, bro. 11 steals per game and 48.1 rebounds, all right, through the season. Now, Golden State, they just, I wouldn't believe they came out of nowhere, but they on track to go back to the Western Conference Finals. So, Finger, what do you think of Golden State this year, bro, with even without Klay Thompson, and Wiseman?
See, you already beat me on that one because, like I said, they look what they're doing without Klay and James Wiseman. People sleeping when they, okay. So national media put the Lakers out there because they made all these, they brought in these certain names, and look, everybody got a soft heart. Knicks fans got their heart, for Melo. But let's call it like it is, man. The Lakers like the Geritol gang, man. And I give it to them. Don't get me wrong. I like, they're older and they're gonna play, but come on, man. Let's be honest. This is a young man's game. And for you to overlook Golden State, who had high draft picks back to back, and they had picks this year, Kuminga is balling for them. And again, they got this record without Klay. They got this record without James Wiseman, and Wiseman will be back before Thanksgiving. So now you got another weapon. You got Kayvon Looney playing center. Kayvon Looney playing center. I mean, just marinate on that for a minute. And they're doing this. And they're not just winning games. They mud stomping cats. Mud stomping them and walking it dry. Man, Golden State had they just put their team together well, and it did help to have those high picks to bring in. Excuse me. To bring and use them the way they're using them. I mean, Golden State is the team to beat, man. They the team to beat. They are Godzilla.
So, Finger, if you look at Gary Payton II,
Yes, sir. The
they
second.
calling him the mitten, not the glove, the mitten. This guy got undrafted, right? Went to the G League,
Yep.
did his thing, and come back, and he is making a superb impact. Tell me what you think about Gary Payton II.
Look, Gary Payton II, and I'm gonna also talk about that kid Poole.
No, but he's injured right now. But go ahead.
But Poole was a factor of this record. now Gary Payton, man, look, the things he's doing out there, people didn't give. Again, it comes right time, right place, right team, right coach. You know, and this is the right team for him. And what he's doing. Excuse me, what he's doing. Come on, man. You can't. You just. This is the kind of stuff. This is why you love sports, man. This is why you love sports. And many of us feel that we should have been doing, you know, what they're doing. But Gary Payton, man, he's locking them down, and he's knocking down the points, but he's locking you up too. You're getting the best of both worlds, man. Really, Golden State is like a thief in the night, man. They didn't pick somebody's pocket and jumped over the fence and ran out the back door and jumped over the fence with your money, man. They robbed the league on that, man, with those picks, man. They did it right. And this is a simple fact that James Wiseman's not playing. And when he comes back, they don't get better. But then Clay comes back. And you don't I'm not looking for Clay to be Clay before the injury. We got to see how he's going to be. His presence on the court alone is going to be a problem. You're going to make it because, I mean, you don't have to be that athletic to shoot the ball, right? You don't have to.
True.
I mean, he's going to get around and get his because part of Clay's game is defense. Is what he's been working. We'll see what's going to happen. But the simple fact that he gets on the court, he's going to demand somebody pay attention to him because you're not going to leave him open. I don't have to see him shoot for 3 years. I'm still not going to leave that man open. That's like the Currys. That whole, it's in the blood with them, man. They just roll out of bed, just chucking them. Just roll out of bed, just hitting threes unconsciously. I mean, they got it.
All right. So, what do you think? We all know Klay Thompson is a 3-point sniper. How do you think Steve Kerr is going to integrate Klay Thompson into the offense? Do you think he's going to start him right away, or do you think he might come off the bench slowly?
You know,
same thing for Wiseman.
I think you're going to probably integrate them slowly because, you know, as the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because you don't want to upset the apple cart. They rolling now as is. And you granted you got these new weapons, but they got to learn how to all play together. There's going to be some chemistry issues, and once they come back, I can see them taking a couple of a few L's because they got to get acclimated to one another. Keeping in mind, they hadn't played in 2 years,
right?
James Wiseman went down early with the meniscal tear, and he's got to get used to moving around with the team. So I would bring him in with the second unit for now. But it probably won't do that because, you know, you got NBA politics. You want to probably insert Klay right off the rip with the starters. James Wiseman, you don't really have to do that as so. I think you can bring Wiseman in off the bench and give him his time. Klay's going to be on the court because you're paying Klay big money.
Okay. So, in your opinion, who do you see as a threat knocking them off right now? You got Utah. You got Phoenix, which is right behind them. Okay. You got the Lakers, right? And everybody else that's down the line. Now, those 3 teams right there, who do you think might give them an upset? Do you think it might be an upset?
I don't see they doing it. The Lakers, I don't see the Lakers doing it. They got too many issues with Westbrook. you know, or as they call him, Russell Westbrook. They got too many issues with him. His turnover. He's a turnover machine. 4 to 6 turnovers a game. Nah, and all the other stuff they got going. They don't have shooters. Don't see it. The defense isn't doing as good. Utah, because Utah plays good defense, and Utah can score because they got Spider. You got to stop the Spider. And with Jordan Clarkson being the 6th man of the year, and you got Rudy Gobert, and Mike Conley's a good defender. And I'll be talking. I talk about my man. I told you he looked like that old wino. I'll tell you about my man from Joe Ingles. I told you he looked like he smelled like vodka and smelled like a freshly peeled onion and vodka.
Yo, so you say you smell like what?
Freshly peeled onion and vodka.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. But okay, so you see Utah probably giving them a threat?
Then Utah can give them a problem, man. Utah is one of those teams that kind of go because first, a lot of people are not really looking at Utah. You see the record, but when the playoffs come, you see what they got going on. But they've been pretty consistent. And then I want to look at more depth on them. Phoenix, right now, Phoenix, and I didn't say Phoenix right because the drama, which you'll touch on, they got that drama going on out there, and that's a distraction. That's a distraction because it can cause a problem for them down the line. Portland, didn't say anything about Portland because with Chauncey's got things going there and he's trying to get stuff together. Portland doesn't have enough size. They're
Right.
a small team. And it's just a matter with Nurkic. It's not if he gets hurt, it's when he gets hurt. The Clippers have been looking pretty steady with Paul George. They play good defense, and they're doing okay without Kawhi. However, they need all hands on deck to get at Golden State. Because, like I said, Golden State, I mean, it's bad because you got a point guard with Steph Curry. No matter where he's at on the floor, man, he gonna get you. So,
listen, this guy Steph Curry, man, he is. I believe he's on a mission, bro.
oh, definitely.
He's on a mission to prove that he is still one of the best dynamic players in this game right now.
Look,
and due to the injuries and all of that, Golden State have something to prove, bro. And I also feel Steve Kerr got something to prove too.
Yeah, that whole thing with Durant, how it went down with Durant, and then Clay getting hurt. After all that stuff, it's a lot of bad. They had to swallow a bitter pill, man. They had to swallow a pill. And with Steph, is still a lethal sniper. I don't care what you put him on the floor. And he's been doing this for 2 years without his man Clay. Clay comes back. Look, 75 or 80% of Clay is still better than majority of the league. You got to think about that. And if you got both the Splash Brothers back on the floor and the talent of James Wiseman, who hasn't even scratched the surface of what he can do. Oh man, they scary, man. They scary. They could be scary. I think maybe Utah can give them a problem. If Phoenix can have, and see the thing is the key with Phoenix is Chris Paul, how he can man things and get them going. And the other kid, what's his name? Cam, what's the other name? Cam Jordan? I think that's the kid name. I gotta look at his name. The small forward they got, he's pretty good. He's streaky a little bit, but he's pretty good. Okay. And then you got Ayton, but they didn't pay him right off. But the overall, with the drama they got going, man, that can eat at a team. That can eat at a team. And but other than that, I don't see any other team going on giving them. I mean, really right off giving them. I mean, but see, this is right now. Regular season is still very, very early.
Right. We in about 13 games into the season right now.
And then with the playoffs, things slow down. So a lot of easy money we're getting is not going to be there for the most part. It's just that with Golden State, you can't go out there and try to match 3 for 3 with him. If you do that, you just might as well just give him the W and walk on out, hang the L around your neck and walk on out the door. That's the dumbest thing you could do is try to shoot 3 for 3. Who else has many 3-point shooters that can keep up with them, man?
Yeah, they got Jordan Poole. They got Peyton, who's penetrating. Klay Thompson coming back. Minga is doing his thing. Steph is just going out of his mind. So, look out for Golden State, people. Look out for Golden State.
Yeah, I got to give it organization. They put the team. They overcome a lot of adversity, man, with those injuries and stuff, and all the drama they had to deal with KD. The whole thing when his leaving, and to piggyback on what you said, Steph got something to prove because he wants to show that I didn't need KD like he did. I really think that's part of the reason he's going out there, and with the fact that Klay was down, so he's just trying to hold him down till he get back. Then they
right.
Because that after that 73 win season and didn't win the championship, you can't tell me
that was. I know that was disappointing to him.
Hanging over his head, man. That's still hanging over his head. They waking up. Look, I know he had many days at home. You remember Boys in the Hood when Trey was mad about the cops and all like that. And he was swinging at the air.
Right.
That's what Steph probably still doing today, swinging at the air like Trey on Boys in the Hood, man. He's
All right, so let me holler out some people at the chat. Salute to Sean M, Hewlett Samuel Wadadi. I think that's Antigua. Shout out to Supreme Lord Chop Low, Black University, Fabian Williams, Canal Band, Loa. Salute to y'all guys. This is our first episode on NBA 101 with your boy Stapha Dunn and your boy Soul Finger. We're gonna have some very interesting topics coming up in the week. Regardless of the fact, it's always gonna be Knicks, but we're gonna go around the league and give y'all some more info and some more data on what's going on. So jumping right into our last topic. Oh boy, I mean, it's very, very disappointing.
Yeah.
To know that we are still trying to fight a racial battle, bro.
Yeah.
It is sad that's what's going on in Phoenix and Portland right now.
Yeah.
And to have these owners treating people like they're nobody, speaking to them like how do I want to put this?
You talk to it like that
with no respect and no regards for their culture. Talking about the N-word this and the N-word that, being very misogynic. I was reading that Earl Watson at the time when Starver first mentioned the N-word, nobody was in the locker room. So, so it's basically hard to try and find proof that he said that. But at the same time, it had other executives that's under Starver even said that he uses those type of language and he influences some of his executives to talk to people like that. Now we're in 2021.
Yeah.
And we're still dealing with this situation. Another Donald Sterling situation. Tell me how you feel about the Phoenix situation. Then we're going to get into Portland also too.
Is that Portland? I mean, excuse me, not Portland, but Phoenix. You people is a lot of who said, he said, she said, who shot John type stuff. But again, as they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. The difference with the Phoenix situation versus the Clipper situation, they don't have video or any recordings or anything. That's the thing; they have recordings, but you got a lot of people that are coming out saying that he said this, and where he approached certain women and all like that. So, I mean, still, here it is, 2021, about to be 2022. This year went by fast, and we're dealt with so much, still dealing with stuff so much as you know, as a society, as people, man. You would think the times would get better, but like in some aspects, like it's gotten worse or hadn't changed at all. Made some progress, but this is really ridiculous, man. If he did, if they can prove that he got to go. He got to go, man. Because my thing is how can you, when you know the majority of your, the people the majority of your team, look at your team. Look at the team you got. Look at the NBA as a whole, and these type of things and all that. But women that's working as well. You saying all this and saying that, you know, um, it's the point was I can't even say it's sad because you all become numb to a degree. You get tired. That's what it is. You get tired. Day in, day out, you get tired. Cause you got people in that, they had one woman that I read regarding this. She had to get counseling. She had to go see a therapist. She was contemplating suicide. They had one woman that was,
Wow.
it was one, I was reading a few things on one woman that was pregnant, was going through it and had a hard pregnancy. You got people that some of them are still dealing with therapy and stuff like that in this situation. If it is true, I mean, it's got to be something.
Right.
But it's not like one or two people though. That's the thing. It's not one or two people. You got a truckload of people. But if they can put some proof, he's done data. He's up out of here, bro. He's up out of here.
So, what do you think the penalty should be for the owner, Starver?
Well,
Do you think he should sell the team? Do you think he should be fined tens of millions of dollars?
Well, the thing is,
do you think he should be cut off from his team and the rest of the executives who follow him?
well, if you're gonna do stuff like, if you got it like that, I say you hit him with the same way to hit I turned my brain mouth filter because I almost said something real quick. But
family show.
I gotta keep it clean. Got to keep it clean. But as far as with the Clippers, should be the same thing. That it should be the same thing because you can't. How, first of all, you keep him in the organization, you're not gonna get anybody, and that's in the shareholders or the people that got money invested in the team know that. Oh no, Chris Paul we won't get another Devin Booker. Oh, Devin Booker gonna be trying to get up out of here. You're gonna lose players. Who want, granted, you're gonna get somebody to come and get the money. Let's call it like it is. Some people, it's the money. You pay me right, I do what I do. I just, I'll come in and do what I got to do to get this money and go about my business. But then you got others that have ethics and morals and be like, I can't take this. I don't care how much money you give me. But the overall thing is gonna be, it's gonna be like, basically it's gonna be like a booger in your nose. You talking to you meet you a nice little lady or something, you trying to talk to, and you got that booger hanging in your nose, man.
Oh my goodness, embarrassing.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those deals because right now just for it to be in the situation, in the spotlight like this now, is like a booger in the nose, man. But the old saying, "What comes to light, what you do in the dark comes to light." Well, or the other one, "Hit dogs holler." I'm just saying.
And people smash those likes button. This is the first episode with NBA 101 with your boy Stapha Done, and he won so finger. Right? Hit that smash button, like and subscribe, and become a Lawrence Tears member. All right. Now, do you think Ayton didn't sign his deal because of that situation?
Nah, I think it was because of money, straight up money, because the numbers didn't match what he wanted, and considering big men aren't falling out of trees, he's got a good leg to stand on. The playoffs, he had a good showing. I don't think it had to do with that. I do believe that once they get the money, they get those numbers right, he's staying. He's staying. I mean, he's from the West Coast anyway, so and it'll work out for him.
So you don't think that's affecting his decision into staying into Phoenix in Phoenix?
Well, let me rephrase that. At the time before this came out, no, but now with all this, it be a cause to pause. So you got to sit back and see what's going on, because you got a lot of them coming out. So, well, I never heard this language. I never seen this, and I never seen that. So he may want to see what's going on. And if he hits free agency, if they don't get that cat re-signed, he's gone. I'm gonna tell you that now. Somebody's gonna bag up 2 Brinks trucks and sign that cat and bring him on.
Now let's talk about the other superstar, which is Mr. Devin Booker. Now, do you think he might try to force his way out of Phoenix to guess what? To come to
New
York? Do you think Devin Booker would be a great addition to New York with all the fiasco that's going on in Phoenix right now?
That was another one. I would say this: Devin Booker get you. Would I like to see him in the orange and blue? Oh, but of course. Oh, yes, indeed. But only way I can see him forcing his way out is if they found the owner guilty, found evidence, and they kept him in Phoenix. They kept him attached to the team or affiliated with the team somehow, some way. That's the only way I could really see him trying to force his way out. That's the only. If they don't think it's all in the state is hearsay, he'll stay.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm done.
So you saying that even with Chris Paul there, right, and all the fiasco is going, he's still going to stick it out with Phoenix.
Because he got a taste. The thing is, getting to the finals, even though they lost. Getting to the finals and getting that taste, it does something to you. It's just like when you've been losing, and you get that taste of winning. It feels good. It tastes good, and you keep winning. He's already been with the team when they weren't doing anything. He took the money. He already took that big money too. So now that
so let me put this into a different scenario. Let's say he wants to come to New York.
Okay.
Right? Him and Ayton say they want to come to New York. What are we giving up for DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker to come to New York? Now, I already know the chat is going to say you're going to get rid of Mitch. I already know that off the break. So we're going to include Mitch in the trade. So who else you think that we're going to trade for Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton?
See, that wouldn't be hard because that's a lot. That's a lot to give up. They try to get them both. Actually, I mean, as a trade, we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it because we had to really gut the team for a while. And truth be told, I had never really thought about a Booker trade or scenario on that because of what you got to give up. Because we had to give up a lot. It would be for one or the other. It's going to be a lot. We'd be coming up off a few draft picks, and then we got to look at what player we got. And the thing is, it's going to be one of our 2 big guns that you would have to give up to get Booker. For Booker, somebody's got to go. It's going to have to be a bigger name, one of the bigger 2. And I can see Phoenix asking for. They would want RJ in the trade with first round draft picks, and you throwing in. Then you got to look at the salary as well, because Booker got a big salary. So that one's there. I wouldn't even want to touch that. I'll have to look. I wouldn't even want to touch that at all because it'd be really complicated. And a move like that could actually possibly bite us in the backside in the long run. I don't really, truth be told, I don't see us making a move like that. If I was to say somebody trying to make their way to us that's on the West, it'd be Spider.
Okay. Okay. And who do you think the Knicks will give up for Spider?
I don't think we would even have to go do anything. You wait for because he hadn't signed an extension yet, if I'm not mistaken.
Good point. Good point.
He signed an extension. And if he didn't sign an extension, because I know last year D Wade was talking to him because he was worried that he would want to leave. And then you got to take into account he and Rudy Gobert, ever since this whole thing with the Rona popped loose, he and Rudy Gobert have been having beef off and on. So they kind of downplayed it. But I think it could be some bad, enough bad blood that if he wanted to leave, he would want to leave. And what's a good place to go? Well, where's he from originally? He's from the city, right?
Talking
So
about Donovan Mitchell, Julian. We call him the Spider. Donovan Mitchell, Julian.
yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, my G.
Oh no. So I can see him coming. I can see him in New York. I would love to see him in New York.
Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Now the whole Portland situation, right? He just stepped down. I believe is the same situation in Phoenix. Dame is unhappy. I don't have Portland record right now, but I believe that they're probably 5-8 or something like that.
Yeah, they just won a game night before last, something like that.
Now, with all that being said, do you think Dame is going to force his way out of Portland due to the whole he not liking Chauncey Billups? Well, allegedly, let me rephrase that. Allegedly, they said he's not with Chauncey, and the whole racist thing with the president stepping down. Now, do you see him forcing his way out of Portland, or do you see Dame staying in Portland and sticking it out in his career over there?
Well, see, with him stepping down, that whole situation. I mean, it's been back and forth. Right now, Dame wanted to stay. He said he's being loyal to Portland. But I can see in time he's gonna get tired. And then too, again, it's the money. I know he's been linked to us a lot. I like Dame. I like Dame a lot. Dame has an offense that could carry. He's been carrying the team. He hasn't had a team really around him that he doesn't have to do as much heavy lifting. He would have that in court with us. It would just be what we could give up to get. You know what I'm saying? If it was to go that way. And again, like I said, I haven't even, if he was gonna make a move to get up out of there, I thought he would have done it last year, but it's still a possibility to do it this year. Dame is why the whole situation with Dame Dollar is a wild card situation, man. So we'll see how that goes. How it play out. Could I see him forcing his way out? Yeah, in time. He's gonna get tired. I'm pretty sure he's tired now.
Well, a producer just sent me something, and they just telling me that Sosa did sign an extension 5 for 205. That's a lot of money.
See, that kind of money, you ain't going nowhere. That's a lot of cheese, bruh. That's a lot of cheese. You're not going anywhere because now you got to look at, because when when you're making these trades, you got to match up salary. You got to match that salary. You got to give up this player, player XYZ to match up the salary. So, so he's gonna be there because I know at one time he was looking at it was a possibility. They were worried about him. So I can see a lot of these cats. They're gonna stay put. They're gonna stay pat Because also you got to take into account. Remember, we seen more people staying in free agency than we did in previous years because they want to get that guaranteed money now instead of just going
right.
out.
Right.
So with the whole pandemic changed up how things go and then how teams are looking. Because a lot of teams are not trying to build and go and do the super teams anymore. They're trying to build up. That's why they're taking the playbook from San Antonio. That's what we're doing. The whole thing with us right now is our point guard situation because of Kemba's defense and he's not looking like Kemba. Like I said, I didn't think when we signed Kemba, I wasn't looking for Charlotte Kemba because I knew Charlotte Kemba was done. I was looking for Kemba to come on the court and give us something kind of close to what D Rose is doing. That's really what I was looking for. But I was wrong. I was wrong. I mean, still got 20 games. Right now, he's not looking like he's got it together, but you never know. I'm being optimistic about it. Even with Evan Fournier, I like Evan. Anybody heard me before? Stafford D. You remember? I told you who I was looking at before, and that was Kelly Oubre. That's what I thought we were going to.
Right.
I want to see.
Well, a lot of people was looking after Kelly Oubre.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
And one player I would like if I had to trade for a wing, the one person I would trade for would be Robert Covington. You and I told you about that myself. I like Robert Covington. Look at his track record. It's proven. He's solid. He's a steady player, man. I like Robert Covington. He brings a lot to the team. He fits in. He played for Tibbs. Look what he did in Chicago. Look what he did. He's doing in Portland. Everywhere he's been solid.
That's a fact. Well, the time has come. That was our first episode, NBA 1-on-1 with your boy Stapha Dunn and your boy Soul Finger. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Let me give a quick shout out to the chat. Trust me, I respect y'all for coming in and listening to us. Right? Big up Geraldine, Miss Geraldine. What's going on? Brooklyn Buddha, Fabian Williams, Chop Low. Hey, I'm still working on my jerk chicken, bro. What's good? Showing them. Big up yourself, bro. King Ibert, Sin Mears, Canal Bill Lawyer. Okay. Let's see who else inside here. Hewlett Samuel, aka Wadadley. That's an Antiguan brethren. Big up yourself. Black University. Salute. Brother Shaquille Sunflower. Big up yourself, brother. Eric Surreal. Big up. Big Parish Duggar. Where were you last night, bro? We were looking for you last night, bro. Julian Blum, always a day one supporter. Big up yourself, homie. Long Island Sound One. Big up yourself. KJW Events. What's good, bro? You late, bro. You late. But tune in next week. Same time, we're gonna have some good topics for you. I believe next week we're gonna look at the wing defenders. Right? We're gonna go in and see the wing defenders around the league, see what wing defenders could help New York. Right now, because it's always going to be a New York show, but we're going to go around the NBA at the same time. So tune in next week, Sunday, same time. All right. Big up to our producer, Uncle Freezy. Right. And we see y'all next week.
Yeah.
God bless. Be safe. Blessings to everyone. Peace out.